Let's draw the cone quickly. I'm not going to draw too big. Ellipse. And also the light source, let's say, is about this angle. Come down from here. So that would be my cast shadow. So I can draw the cast shadow within these within the page area that you can see. If I draw too big, you cannot see the end of the cast shadow. Anyway, this is how the cone will look like. And let me clean up a little before we go forward. Now, some people have made mistakes like this in the past. They're saying this is a cone, and when they do this, draw the shading, they shade like this, and they shade like that. And a few people have taught before, and this is what happened. So this is something that you don't want to have. The thing in terms of the value appears on the subject, think of it like a cylinder. That's why they cut down straight like this. But the cone shape, supposedly the light source always come from the top, the tip of the object. So this would be the core shadow comes in an angle, which angle that it appears. If the light source coming from this way, that means it will come down this way, right? So depends on the light source. Now the light source, I said, is coming from this side more, so it will open up this way. Depends, but always come back to the top, the tip of the area. So the top part will be the anchor point of your core shadow. Now we have simplified the area. The next thing we do, just like the cylinder, the first step is simplification. The next step is unification, unifying the area. So I'm using a little bit quicker approach. As I said, some people like to use a smaller stake like this to fill in the area, which is fine. Okay, whichever you want to prefer, you would like to prefer, is up to you. For me, I just want to show you that how can the subject quickly compose and move on to the next stage. I just want to show you how you can use the tool quickly and finish the area quickly. So that's why I use this method. Okay, so it depends on you. However you want it, it's really up to you. So unification, let me clean up some of the area. I'm using my finger once again to unify the tone. Earlier I was unifying the shadow, now I'm unifying the texture of the shadows. Let me clean up the area a little bit more. Okay, so everything looks flat, all right? So it doesn't have to look dimensional at this stage, but it's important at the end, the subject will look more of a three-dimensional appearance. So at this point, I just want to do like this. Next, modification. So modifying what is core shadow, what's cast shadow, repeating the same process. And this is also a similar concept with the cylinder. I'm just using my pencil defining the direction of the core shadow. And the same idea, darker on top, then on bottom. So I'm using my pencil indicate a little bit more, and also softly disappears when it comes down to the bottom of my reflected light area. So I'm going to push darker contrast on the top to indicate and also insert the contrast is stronger. I'm using a 6B at this point. And the next thing I need to do, which is I can actually use my willow on the other side, add a little bit more, just like that. Now, when I'm shading, also follow the shape like that. Keep going this way and coming horizontal. Just like that. The next thing I need to do, which is my cast shadow, I need to define the rhythm of my ellipse, so I can actually do a better job concluding the shape of my ellipse. Just fill in and make it flat. That's all you have to do. Once again, where the end of the core shadow is the beginning of my cast shadow. Okay, once that is done, then I'll come over to my midtone side. A little bit value, I can use my smaller stick and add in some tone, or I can use a wider stick, just do a little bit more like that, a little bit quicker. As I said, I try to do a quicker approach so you can see the result much faster. But if you want to do a little bit more precise, I would recommend you slow down a little. Make sure the surface is nicely composed. As for time limitation for the demo, I would do a little bit quicker approach. Okay, once again, clean things up with an eraser or with the background, like what I have done with the cylinder. So let me clean things up a little. All right, but the highlight is not up yet. Now, once again, squeeze my eraser to flatten. Do you have a surface like that? Slow down. Try to have one shot, just like that. But I think the placement of my highlight is a little bit too close to my core shadow. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I'm gonna make it over the side a little bit more. Okay, like that. But of course, you need to spread open a little more, because the surface is also spread out like that with the shape itself. It's more like that. Okay, so as I said, this also another method you can do, clean things up, or just like what I did on the cylinder. Let's do it again. Slow down, press in stronger. Set that, or I can change to a bigger piece. Again, I use my other hand. It's a little bit more convenient for me because the camera angle. Let me come down a little extra, straight down a little. So you can use an eraser, or you can use a background to indicate your subject, whichever appears with your setting. Would make more sense. So as you can see on this side, it's really clean now, right? Earlier was a little bit kind of uncertain. Now I can do a little more to the bottom and brush over a little, render in a little, just like that. There you go. That's a basic for the cylinder and also with the cone. Clean up a little bit extra, just like that. Clean things up a little. Now at the bottom, just like the cube before, the bottom also has a little bit of a shadow right here. So I can just draw in. I don't want to make so perfect because the surface, regardless how clean you cut on the subject, there will be a little bit differences at the bottom. Beside the, if you are having a piece of a metal and cut, laser cut, then that will be evenly composed. So if you have a plaster, there's always have some different characters of darker or lighter tone at the end. So this is how I would like the object up here. Give it a little different characters. All right, so this is it. Thank you for watching, and I hope this simple, really simple tutorial and lessons is helpful for you. May this be the cornerstone for your next step to create your beautiful artworks. If you like the video, please click like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And don't forget to turn on the subscription bell, so every time that I post more video, you will know. Thank you very much. See you soon.